Hello, YouTubers, friends, compatriots, bootlickers, shills, deathly swords, pests, vassals, minions. You know the drill. I'm Useful Idiot. Welcome. And hey, let's go to Libya. And just when you think things there couldn't get any stranger, they do. We have now confirmation that Egyptian and United Arab Emirate jet fighters have been striking positions against the militants, Islamist militants in Libya. Most notably the ones that have taken over the international airport there. And so they are supporting General Hifter, and he is mounting a army of a lot of ex-military and a more secular approach, and a former Gaddafi loyalist, as a matter of fact, before he rebelled against Gaddafi, who's now mounting a coup against the government in Libya, as well as all the Islamists that have taken over. And the other part of this interesting dynamic is that we have Turkey and Qatar, who have essentially been supporting a lot of these Islamist militants in Libya. And so this is a very, very interesting situation. Apparently, at least in public, Obama administration is outraged that they weren't in the loop. In fact, they were given assurances that Egypt would not act alone. But for me, the most interesting thing about this and amusing thing is that now we have Egypt feeling legitimized in doing this kind of unilateral action, modeled after the United States itself, as well as Israel. So it's kind of interesting to see Egypt buy into that same tactic where they can just unilaterally pick sides in the supposedly liberated NATO success in Libya and choose sides. And of course, this brings into question as well who exactly are the backers behind General Hifter. And I'll attach my last video about Libya below, where chaos almost seems like the good times when you see what's going on there in the chaos and beyond chaos that Libya has descended into, particularly the border regions where everyone who doesn't have a skin in the game is trying to get the hell out of Dodge. But so this will be interesting to see what else happens. Certainly the United States is probably not going to do anything serious. They probably just assume that perhaps Egypt gets involved. Who knows, maybe the United States even pre-condone this action with the United Arab Emirates and Egypt, ostensibly American allies of some nature, going and taking care of business in Libya themselves. And, yeah, and I'll finish with the other interesting and or amusing thing about this, of course, is that we have this Gaddafi removed by NATO, so-called NATO coalition, basically the United States, liberating from Gaddafi, if you want to call it that, and then having the state descend into chaos after setting up a puppet government. And now we have Egypt and United Arab Emirates going in there to clean up the mess that was left behind. So everybody gets to join in this massive Middle Eastern-wide, North African-wide epic clusterfuck. I'm a useful idiot. Don't you be one too.